Salut les morues, I'm Klein, and today I'm sharing with you my ultimate Erasmus guide in Budapest. Why did I want to do this video? It was because I've been living here for 3 years. I think I have a really great knowledge about the city. Even people from here tell me that I might know the city better than they do. I also lived in 6 different countries in which I've been living with the community of Erasmus everywhere, so I tend to know kind of the best secrets, the way to approach things when you start a new Erasmus, because I've done it so many times now. First of all, if you're watching this video, that means that you've chosen Budapest as your Erasmus city, and for that I need to give you a huge high five, because you probably made the best choice of your life. Trust me, I've been doing this in many countries and there hasn't been any city that has been so good as Budapest. So in this video we're first gonna go through all the details about finding the best accommodation possible. Then we're gonna go to a lot of advices about transportation in Budapest. I'm gonna give you all my advices for the best places to eat at. And last but not least, my favorite places to party at. Alright, so as I said, our first part is about accommodation in Budapest, how to find flatmates that really suits you. The flat is not as important as the people you live with. I cannot stress it enough, guys. This is super important. I gave myself 2 rules. First rule, I did not want to live with someone I already knew. I think this is a really big mistake that people do when they go on Erasmus. They go there with one friend and they decide to live with them. Why it's a bad idea? It's because you want your new place to become your new home. You don't want your new place to become a copy of your old home, because it's never gonna be the same. It's gonna be better, but you have to give it the chance to become better. Second reason is because if you go with one of your best friends from your home country, you will tend to speak only with them in that language, and that is really bad, because I'm pretty sure that you went abroad because you wanted to practice your English, and the more you speak your own language, the worse it's gonna be. And for this, I have one super tip for you. When I was actually doing my first Erasmus in Denmark 5 years ago, I created this one rule that if someone speaks their own native language, and this actually works pretty good, because people are gonna hate you. They're gonna say, oh, I don't care, I drink, but slowly they will understand that it is actually annoying. Now, obviously this rule doesn't apply to native English speakers. I know it's not fair, but alright, now getting into the specific tips about accommodation in Budapest, you have to know first that Budapest is a combination of 3 cities, Budapest and Óbuda. Buda is on one side of the river, Pest is on the other side. Buda is more of a quiet place. If you have a family, that would be better to go there, but I suppose you don't. So Pest is probably where you want to be. You have a lot of districts here, that's how the city is separated, and I would advise you to go into district 6, 7, 8 maybe, or 9. Why do I say maybe for 8? Don't go too north in the 8th district, because it is kind of a dark place. Now, one tip you're gonna get from everyone who's ever lived here is that you have to find a flat that is close to the tram line 46. This is really important because it is the only tram line that works at night, and it's gonna save your life anytime you go to party. You basically have to choose your flat because of this tram line. Trust me, you're gonna need it. And the first time you're out and going home at 4 AM using the 46, you're gonna thank me. So when this happens the first time, come back to this video, leave me a comment down there, like the video and subscribe. I deserved it. Alright, now money-wise, it's clear that foreigners here get to pay more than the locals. It's kind of unfair, but it's kind of understandable. If you only stay 5 months, then the person has to find someone else again. As a general rule, I think you should not look for anything higher than 300 euros per month, all included. I think anything higher than this is too much of a big scam. So that makes us go to our second part, which is the transport part. In Budapest there are many things you need to know, but as I said, the most important is that the tram 46 runs all night long. I have a little extra tip that is a pro tip that most people don't know about. Let me take you there. So, pro tip about Budapest and the tram: if you look on the floor, here you have those dark marks. That's where the doors are gonna open, so if you want to be the first one to get a seat, that's where you have to wait. No one here knows about this, so now you know, you're in the secret. And these machines are where you get your tickets. That's where you get your monthly pass, and this guy. Now, I don't know what is the standard in your country, but where I come from, bus tickets are valid for 1 hour and I can use whatever I want, tram, metro and buses. Here in Budapest, you can only use one type of transport and you can change only once. If you have to take the bus and the metro, you have to have 2 tickets, and this is not valuable, obviously. So very soon you're gonna have to go and get from those machines that you've seen earlier, you're gonna have to get your monthly pass. This is particularly good if you have already your student card, so make sure you go get this as fast as possible. It's not actually a card that they will give you stupid paper, but it's official here, like people here know that this is a valid student card. Now for the last tip about transportation, I need to bring you out with me once again. Let's go. Let me present to you guys Budapest's own city bicycles. They're actually amazing. It is actually super cheap. You can get a special pass for 4 people, which will cost you €3 a year. Now, how good is that? And the big plus is that the name of those bikes are Booby for Budapest bicycle. And honestly guys, who would want to play with those boobies? The next section of this video is something that is very, very deep in my heart because it is food, and I love food. I actually happen to eat 3 times a day. You too? Then you're gonna love this section. So you've probably already heard about gulyás soup or goulash, but here they pronounce it gulyás. It is a delicious dish. You're gonna eat it probably the first week you're here. There is also the chicken paprikás, the kurtos kolács, chimney cake, and the super healthy not langos. These are the foods that you're gonna try as a tourist the very first week you're here, but this is not gonna be your main diet around here. You're probably gonna end up eating a lot of fast food, which is not good, but there are some places where fast foods are actually delicious here. I'm gonna start by my 3 favorite here. I don't even know if you can call them fast food. 2 parts of them are soup places. And now listen to me, I've never been a soup lover. And I know you're probably saying like, oh, that. I don't want soup. I have teeth. There's a good reason for it. But they are actually super delicious, and they also sell super delicious sandwiches to go with it. These places are Leves, Borsch, and this bagel place that I think is called Bagel, but I'm not sure like really the name of it. Borsch Bar has actually a really nice decoration, Star Wars days. I don't know, it's just a really cool place. All of these 3 places are actually pretty cheap, and it's fantastic. I was gonna say delicious, and then I thought maybe not. The next place I really like to eat at is the Jewish Quarter. Now, even though my last name might look like it, I am not Jewish, but this is the neighborhood where the best restaurants in Budapest are. Especially one that if you want to bring a girl there, or a guy if you're a girl, or whatever your sexual orientation is, this place called Mazel Tov is the best restaurant for a date in Budapest, in my opinion. I might have not tried all of them, but it's really beautiful, the food is good, they have live music that is of really great quality, service is great. Don't forget, it's very important that you always have to book in advance, because imagine you bring your date there and you cannot have a table. You would look like a... There is a chain of restaurants called the Hummus Bar, which is also really cheap and really delicious. Now, if like me, you're an unconditional of McDonald's, there is one little tip that I can give you. They have an application here on the iStore, and I guess on the Google Play for your phone, which is called My Makey, and they have a lot of coupons there for reductions. So go enjoy that. Don't tell anyone that I told you this, because I don't want to be responsible for your cardiac arrest. Now my last food advice is about this one website called NetPincér. This is a website where you can get delivered almost any kind of food. The website is all in Hungarian. There is a nice trick that I can give to you though. If you use Google Chrome and you right click on the page, you can translate to English, and most of it is very well translated. There are a few funny translations though. As you can see here, this dish is supposed to have crab in it, but when you translate it to English, it says that it actually has cancer. You know, like the astrological sign cancer, which is like a crab. So I think this is where Google went wrong. My favorite 3 restaurants to order from: Pizza Italiano, that's a nice play on words there. They have, in my opinion, the best delivery pizza in Budapest. Then you have Maharaja restaurant, which is Indian food but super good, and you have Poraj Thai restaurant, which is also amazing. They are a bit more pricey, but it's definitely worth it. Also today my flatmate told me that NetPincér has a mobile app where you can get reduced prices. Never tried it. It's supposed to be also in English, so try it and tell me how good it is in the comment below. And now the section that you've been all waiting for, the party section. I think the very first way to start your journey here is to join a lot of Facebook group about Erasmus people in Budapest, expats in Budapest, and in particular there is this one association which is called ESN, the Erasmus Student Network. It is an association from students for students, so it is not something that is trying to make money out of you. The only thing that these students earn from doing this for you is logistic skills and just the good taste of being able to help people. They're not paid for it, make sure to thank them enough. And they will give you this little card in the beginning of the semester that can open for you a lot of doors. They will also probably, if it's still like this, I'm not sure, but they would give you a SIM card for your telephone. So check it out, it's really good for you, just go. Trust me on this. There are also a bunch of other pages that you need to know of here in Budapest, because they will give you access to news about which concerts are happening, which parties. So here is a list of all of those. Now for the rest of this section, we will have to go around the city and I will show you what the entrances of the clubs look like and where they are, and the experience that I had with each and every one of them, because I have partied quite a lot when I was your age. It's too cold and it's too far right now, but here is one of my favorite clubs. It's called Carvin Club. They changed the name. This place is really cool because they have many different rooms and they have a rooftop on which you can go, stay the whole morning, see the sunrise, eat there. They also have barbecue. It's really nice. We are now in a very special place for me because this is the ELTE University. It's special because this is the first place I actually ever had a party in Budapest, in that little place here. And that was actually really cool. I thought that having a bar and a club inside the university was quite nice. And look what they did here. That's right, they named the place after me. I won't have time to go around with you around the town to show you every single club, but here is the list. You have this really cool place called Fogas Instant, and there you can get a lot of different styles of music. The building is really nice. It's a lot of commercial music though, so if you don't like that, try to avoid it. It's quite touristical, but it's really nice. And if you're a techno lover, just like I am, you can go upstairs and there is this club called Larm. It means noise in German, I think. Other techno clubs are Ether, right down under Forbro in Gojdu. You probably don't understand anything that I'm saying right now, but it will make sense soon. Last one in the list is the Aquarium Club in Deák Ferenctér. It's really important because it's next to this club that you're gonna do all your pre-drinks in the summer. It's really nice. Everyone is outside and drinking together. And this Aquarium Club also has a lot of concerts that are relatively cheap, so check out because sometimes they have really famous DJs going there or groups. And the last advice, of course, about partying in Budapest is to make sure to go to every single festival, especially the Sziget Festival that you can check my vlogs there. It's an amazing experience and I would love to meet you guys there. Actually, I just remembered, guys, I forgot about one super iconic Erasmus club here. It's called Morrison's 2. They also have Morrison's Opera, but Morrison's 2 on Mondays is really important because that's where every Erasmus people go and that's where you can meet all your friends every week, so that is a place to remember. And before this, you can go do some pre-drinking in one bar called Kuplung, in which, if I am not wrong, they have half-price cocktails all night long, so this is a really good deal. And yeah, welcome to my bed, by the way. So this is it for this ultimate Erasmus guide in Budapest. Thank you so much, guys, for watching the video, for staying until the end. If it was helpful for you, make sure to subscribe. It's really important. I am planning to have one video released every Thursday about one activity you can do in Budapest that you will probably never hear of without me. One place to eat, one new bar to visit. This will be a way for us to hang out together every Thursday for a 10 minutes video. If you want to be aware of when this video comes out exactly, you can click the notification bell. Also, while you're there, just press the like button. This really helps. I need your support, guys, so make sure you do it, and I will see you next Thursday. Until then, ride the happiness wave, and I'll see you at the end of it with my next video. The extra trick for today is about when you're withdrawing money here in Hungary. It's really bad to have big bills of 20,000 because no one ever takes them, so the trick is to always ask for a non-multiple of 10,000, like 9,000 or 19,000, which is gonna give you a lot of different small deals.